Have you ever felt helpless after your daughter whispered, "Please don't leave me here"? That's exactly what my daughter Maddie told me when I tried dropping her at my ex-wife's house for the weekend. She was in the passenger seat and had her sleeves rolled all the way down even though it was the middle of summer. I told her we could go back to my place, and she said thank you, but didn't smile. In fact, she hadn't smiled ever since my ex-wife had started dating a guy named Doug. I had tried asking multiple times if something was wrong, because his smile had rubbed me the wrong way, but Maddie would remain silent, and my ex-wife would tell me to stop worrying so much. I trusted her, mainly because she was still Maddie's mother, and would surely take action if Maddie was being hurt. Unfortunately, I was completely wrong. That Wednesday, I was sitting on the couch with Maddie when I asked her again, "So why don't you want to go to your mom's house?" She looked down into her hands and answered softly, "It's Doug." I froze and asked her, "What about Doug?" And she said, "He touches me." That was it. I felt the air leaving my lungs, and though I asked her to explain, she just shook her head and curled up into a ball. I told her she would never have to go back there, not even for a minute. The next morning, I took her to her pediatrician, who told me she had bruises on her arms and abdomen. Then I drove her to a therapist I found online who specialized in abuse cases. I spent hours outside the room during her sessions, feeling like a storm was moving under my skin. The therapist confirmed signs of trauma. She said Maddie wasn't ready to talk details, but the patterns were all there, and whatever happened probably happened more than once. That night, I drove to my ex's house, and when I was in front of my ex, I told her, "Maddie said Doug's been touching her, and I need you to do something